This week we have Vacation Bible School. And so I am here at Monumental, where we are experiencing God's greatness and that love that is with us always. We have 125 fabulous kids here, along with 70 volunteers, and it has been a wonderful time. As you can see, our backdrop is super scenic, and it really puts us in the mood. I'm sitting here at the campsite. That's where I am hosting Vacation Bible School with the opening and the closing. And then the kids are going around to different stations, hearing about the story of Joseph and his brothers and how God was with Joseph, even in some of the hardest times of his life. They're doing fun science experiments, thinking about God's great big love and the way in which we can experience some of that greatness through different experiences. And they are playing games and being able to burn off energy while also learning some of those lessons as well. And finally, they're hearing stories at KidsVid, where they're hearing these kids share a story about something that they're going through and applying it to our daily lesson. So I thought today for our devotion, as we are in the middle of Monumental, and this monumental moment for our children and our youth who are helping lead this and guiding these kids, I thought today we could spend a little bit of time listening to their experiences and the ways in which they are seeing God at work in their lives and in the world, the way in which they are trying to make a difference, and just some of the joy as they are sharing God's love with us. God is in charge. Oh, and tell me why you think it's important to volunteer at VBS.
Because then I can help kids learn about God.
Great. Did you learn anything yourself this week?
Mostly I knew all of it already.
Oh, you're so smart. Why do you volunteer for VBS?
I volunteer for VBS because I always did VBS when I was younger, and because it gets me volunteer hours for school.
And what are you taking away from this week?
I'm taking away from this week is I get to learn on how to take care of preschoolers and how to control and calm them down.
Go ahead. Why do you help out with VBS?
I just saw good to have something to do this summer.
Very fun. And what is your favorite part about this week?
Just helping out with the kids.
Why did you volunteer for VBS?
I really enjoy playing with the kids and seeing how they connect with God.
And what are you taking away from this week?
I think it was a really good chance for me and all volunteers to really reconnect and learn more about God.
Lily, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Olympic gymnast.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Okay, and how can you be kind and show love to other people?
A hug.
A hug. And let's see, one more thing. Where have you seen God this week?
I got into level 2 gymnastics.
And God helped you with that, didn't he? Awesome. Parker, tell me what you want to be when you grow up.
I want to be a firefighter.
A firefighter? Why do you want to be a firefighter?
So I can help people.
Yeah, and so when you grow up, you want to help people? How else can you help people?
You can be kind to them and give them a hug.
Oh, I love it. And what is your God sighting this week?
I saw art.
Ooh, God spoke to you through beautiful art. Cora, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a policewoman.
A policewoman? Wow. And how can you help other people or show God's love to other people?
By talking about it.
Oh, by sharing with them about God? Awesome. And what is your God sighting this week?
Well, it's kind of actually my brother.
Your brother is your God sighting?
Yeah.
How is that?
Just this.
He's been nice to you? Oh, I love it. Great. Grayson, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
You want to be a policewoman? And how can you help share God's love with others?
By giving people money.
By giving people money and helping them out that way? Awesome. And what is your God sighting this week? What's your God sighting? Do you have friends here?
Yes. Correct.
Oh, so say, my friends are my God sighting.
My friends are my God sighting.
That's right. Rhodes, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A paleontologist.
A paleontologist?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like dinosaurs and I also like being outside.
Awesome. So tell me, how can you help people in the world?
I can do small things like helping and donating, and I can do big things too.
Love it. And what is your God sighting this week?
Cliff Towers.
Cliff Towers. He's funny, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Jude, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a vet when I grow
Oh,
up.
why do you want to be a vet?
I want to cure cats with diseases and like sickness.
I love that. Okay, so how can you help out in the world when you grow up?
I can help cats with their problems and like help them get groomed and stuff.
Good, and probably help their owners too, huh? Yeah, okay, and my last question is, what's your God sighting this week?
My God sign this week was Mr. Whiskers rolling around on the couch.
I love it. All right, Bree, tell me, what are you going to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a pilot.
Ooh, I like that. Why did you choose a pilot?
It just seems pretty interesting how the plane, it's multiple tons, but it still stays off the ground.
It is pretty awesome, isn't it? All right, how can you help share God's love with others?
I can help share God's love with others by giving to people who don't have food or houses or clothing.
Nice. Okay, and what was your God sighting today?
My God sighting today was all the other volunteers who helped with like the preschoolers and the preschoolers. They were very cute.
All right. Tell me why you like to volunteer at VBS.
I love volunteering at VBS because I grew up coming to the camp and I know how much it can do for a kid, and I love, teaching the little kids about God and welcoming them to our church community, and it's just a ton of fun.
And what are you taking away from this week?
Oh gosh, I'm taking away a lot. I think it's really cool that a lot of the times the lessons that we teach the little kids also teach us a lot. And I think from this week, especially today, we're talking about God being in charge, and I'm taking away a little bit of knowledge about letting go of some of the charge that I like to take in my own life.
Simply fabulous. We are so blessed by our children and our youth and the wisdom that they give us, as well as helping us take a glimpse into that childlike faith. Today is Wednesday, so we have one more day of Vacation Bible School, but these kids have been raising money for Parker Task Force, and we're almost at $900 for the week with one more day to go. What a way to share God's greatness with people in our community who are in need. On Sunday, Barb talked about the dash. That dash that in between birth and death, and what we're gonna do with our dash. I think these kids have given us a glimmer of hope in the ways in which they are planning on living out their dash. But what about you? Where have you experienced God's love in your life? Where have you been seeing those God sightings, the places where you have experienced God in your life? Even this day, this week, where have you had a God sighting? And then what are you going to do with your one wild and precious life? What are you going to do with your dash? And how can you make a difference in the world, a monumental difference, sharing the love and grace of God with others? I hope that this devotion has blessed you as much as this week has blessed us here at Monumental. And we'll catch you again real soon.
God